welcome again. Today's video is about fueling and hydration, an important element in a runner's life, especially during long runs and races. For the past years, I have been using Precision Fuel and Hydration for almost all my hydration and nutrition during long runs and races too. It comes in different forms, solids, gel, and they have as well salts and other items. However, in the past months, I have been hearing a lot of positive feedback about the Endurance fueling and hydration, and I decided to give them a try and compare them head to head. At the end of this video, I will tell you the conclusion of which fueling I like most, if there is, so stay tuned. Before I dive into the details, I would like to let the viewers know that I am not in any way commissioned by any of these companies to do this video or to praise one brand over the other more. Before I actually go to the conclusion, I'm gonna do a breakdown of both brands. I'm gonna compare head to head the gels, the solids, and as well they both have refillable gels and salt drinks, electrolyte drinks. After all of this, let you know which items I like and which items I dislike. Of course, this is all my opinion. You might have a different experience, and please, if you have a different experience, feel free to write them down in the comments below. In no way I will delete or remove comments unless they are not disrespectful towards others. The first thing I'm going to break down are the gels. Each gel has different amount of grams. From the Endurance and the gel Energy Unit Gel, you can get 45 grams of carbohydrates, while from the Precision Fueling you will get 30 grams of carbs per sachet. When it comes to flavors, Endurance have more flavors. There is unflavored, lemon and orange, while the Precision Fueling, they have only one neutral flavor. There's also a caffeine option. In the case of Endurance, you will get 65 milligrams of caffeine per gel sachet, while the Precision Fueling you will get 100 milligrams. And the ratio of glucose to fructose is 1 portion of glucose to 0.8 of fructose, and in Precision Fueling is 2:1, so it's very similar. In the Endurance Energy Unit Gel, you will have some electrolytes. You will get 1094 milligrams of electrolytes and 730 milligrams of salts, while in the Precision Fuel you will get nothing. When it comes to price, I'm going to divide it so it's actually, how to say, much more understandable per 30 grams, so it will be similar, comparing like with like. So in the case of Endurance Energy Unit Gel, it would cost €2 per 30 grams for the non-caffeine version and €2.74 in the Precision Fuel, €2.13 per 30 grams for the caffeine version, and $3.33 of the caffeine version in the Precision Fueling. Again, these are the retail prices. I am not including any discounts. Now I'm gonna move on to the electrolytes. I'm using in this case effervescent tablets, and the Endurance, they have one strength, is 300 milligrams, while the Precision Hydration you can get 3 types. In case of Endurance, you can get 3 flavors: grapefruit, citrus and berry. The one I tried was actually berry. Precision Fueling, there's only neutral flavor. In the case of Endurance, you will get other electrolytes as well as in Precision Hydration. The one that you get chloride, potassium, calcium and magnesium. Where chloride is the salt, sodium chloride, you're not going to have chlorine on its own. Okay, so just to make things clear. And in the case of Precision Hydration, you're going to get potassium, calcium and magnesium. And down here you can find the actual breakdown of the contents. The price is €7 per tube for the zero drink and $99.99 per tube for the Precision Hydration. that will relatively cost 175 per 1500 milligrams of salt, while in Precision Hydration it will cost 99 cents per 1500 milligrams, assuming that you're gonna get the 1500 milligram tub, because if you're gonna get the 500 and 1000, they still cost 99 per tube. The next is the solid nutrition. Endurance, they have the training bar, while precision fueling, they have the chews. The grams are the same here in this case, 30 grams per packet of content. Endurance, they have two flavors. They have the vanilla chocolate cinnamon and the vanilla nut nougat. Up to now I have tried the vanilla chocolate cinnamon and I really like the taste. Precision fuel, you will get the chews in two versions, original and mint and lemon, which are in the same packet. So you're gonna choose mint or lemon. There are two chews in one packet. One of them, one cube is mint, one cube is lemon. This is the flavor that I like the most. Other nutrients in the training bar, you will get some protein, some fiber and some salts, and in the case of precision fuel you will not get, and the price is €2.37 for the training bar and €3 for the precision fuel chews. Then there is the refillable fuel. You will get portion from the Endurance Energy Unit Gel. You will get 600 grams of carbs, while from precision fuel is 300 grams of carbs. Flavors, you will get one flavor, in this case it's lemon. This is still a prototype version, so things might change in the future. It's written actually on the bottle that it's prototype. In the case of the flow gel from precision fuel, you have the usual original taste similar to the gels themselves. Endurance, like in the gels, you will get salt and electrolyte mix in the gel and nothing in the precision fueling, and the price would be 3 cents per gram or 6 cents per gram of carbohydrates for the precision fueling. For Endurance, you get a small pouch which holds around 3 gels approximately, included with the bottle. Precision fuel, you can either use one of your soft flasks, or else you can get their pouch which actually says how many grams of carbohydrates you will have. It depends to which level you will fill up. Other items which Endurance offer are the carb drinks. There are 3 types. You can check it out on their website. There's the recovery drink, the protein drink, and they have as well other supplements such as caffeine as I assume as pills on their own, and other elements which you can check out yourself. I did not try them, and up to now I don't have any intention to try. Similarly, the precision fuel and hydration, they have a bigger pouch, is 90 grams instead of, like, it contains like 3 gels into 1 pound, which is, you can close it again. There is the carb only drink for those maybe who don't want to take electrolytes, they just want to take carbs. There's a mixture as well in carb and electrolyte drink. They have hydration capsules, so mainly they are electrolyte capsules. You can take a capsule instead of mixing it with water. And they have as well hydration packets. I do have these hydration packets. Usually I use them when I do an ultra run and I need to stop at a station and refill the water. It's much easier to carry a sachet with you, and you just mix it there. And then the difference is from the effervescent tablets, that the effervescent tablets, with a lot of shaking, they might release a lot of gas inside the soft flask, and if you don't pay attention, it might kind of explode or leak some water. In the case of the hydration packets, this does not happen. To conclude this video, now I'm gonna say which items I like most and why. So let's start from the gels. I am not a big fan of gels. I hate the sticky feeling when I open the gel, especially if it goes on my hands. I hate having to run other, 10 kilometers with sticky hands. I do not use gels very often in my runs. However, if I do a marathon, I tend to favor gels over solids because it's less time consuming. Usually I go for the refillable, but let me start from the individual sachets, both from precision fueling and endurance. As gels, I would definitely prefer the precision fueling because their viscosity is higher, so they are more closer to being a jelly compared to the very liquid form of the endurance. Apart from that, I feel that the endurance gels are very, very sweet. Even I tried the original one and I did not like the taste so much. It's a bit too strong for me. I prefer the mild taste and the original taste of the Precision brand. When it comes to caffeine gels, again, I wouldn't, choose between the caffeine content. I would choose more on taste. Both gels, I had no issues, no gut issues with them. So it's literally, I'm choosing more about tastes over anything else. Solids, I like them both. Of course, the Precision Fueling is like a Turkish delight, and the other one is like a nougat, is like a date bar. I like them both, and in fact, I bought more solids from Nduranz as well. So I'll be using both items from both brands from now onwards. Electrolytes, I usually tend to buy both, and actually ordered more from Nduranz as well. Reason being, Nduranz tabs are cheaper, so usually in winter, or if I'm doing an easy run, I don't need most likely the 1500 milligrams from Precision Fuel and Hydration. 500 milligrams are enough, so I tend to choose the 500 milligrams from Nduranz to do my easy runs, etc. If it gets hot in summer, I tend to top up the salt content, so I then tend to choose the higher dosage of Precision Fueling. Precision Fueling have as well different strengths. They have 500, 1000 milligrams and 1500. However, the price is the same, so 500 for 500, I would definitely choose Nduranz, unless you're not gonna get the 1500 and have the tablet. They have the sachets as well, and Precision Fueling and Nduranz, I'm not sure that they have individual sachets. However, if I'm going to do an ultra, it's much easier to carry a couple of sachets with me, so that in aid stations I will just mix it there and then. In that case, of course, I'm going to favor Precision Fueling. When it comes to refillable as well, I'm going to choose Precision Fueling. Reason being is, again, because of the viscosity of the contents. I prefer somewhere which is not as liquidy and not as sweet, so I prefer the original taste. The only disadvantage is that with Precision Fueling and Hydration, you have to buy separately the flask, which is a bigger flask. It's very similar to a hydration flask. However, it has the grams, and you can actually have one flask full of flow gel, which for me it's enough for a whole marathon. I would wait to buy the new flask because I think they're making some changes to the nozzle. In the original version I bought the nozzle, nothing came out of it, and they were kind enough to send me a prototype nozzle, which is much better. I wouldn't say there is one brand better than the other. Of course, everyone needs to do their homework. You have to see your budget as well, because as you might have seen in the video, Nduranz tend to be much cheaper. If you are taking fuel from Nduranz, you might need less electrolytes, because they have in the gel electrolytes as well, even in their solids, while with Precision you need to completely depend on salt content from separate items, because their gels and their solid does not have any electrolytes in them. So these things, I mean, you have to do your maths, you have to do your homework before actually choosing one brand over the other. As I said, I do believe that both brands are very good. They are both available locally. I will write in the description the link to the respective retailer. Low prices in this video, they are on retail prices. I am sure that if you're buying regularly, you might get other discounts. I suggest that you always try any of these items during your training run. So if something does not work well with you, at least you are aware before a race. Again, I tried everything during my long runs. That was it for today. I hope that you found this video useful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer. And if you have maybe fuel related questions, feel free to ask the retailer as well. I'm sure that both retailers are very helpful and they will try to answer your questions. Enjoy. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.